What's going on, guys? And today I'm going to be talking about something that has really interested me, and that is cloud gaming. Now in this video we're going to be comparing Google Stadia and Xbox's xCloud. Before we start comparing the two, I'm just going to do a brief summary of what cloud gaming is. Okay, so basically the idea is that we no longer need gaming PCs or consoles with powerful graphics hardware. All the heavy lifting will be done in the cloud. Cloud gaming has much in common with streaming videos, so essentially the cloud gaming server runs a game and streams a video of the gameplay to you. Your keyboard, mouse, and controller input actions are sent over the network to the cloud gaming server. Okay, so now that we have a brief understanding of what cloud gaming is, let's compare the two leading cloud gaming services from Microsoft and Google. So you can forget your big clunky consoles and your huge PC towers. The next big platform wars will be fought in the cloud. With Google Stadia and Microsoft Project xCloud, two of tech's biggest giants are making a big push into the cloud gaming arena, in which you can play big budget games on any device no matter where you are. Now Google Stadia and Project xCloud each look to offer a unique approach to cloud gaming when they launched in late 2019. While many key details of each service are still a mystery, here's how Stadia and xCloud stack up. Google Stadia will eventually work on any device that can run a Chrome browser, including desktops, laptops, smartphones, and tablets. At launch, the service will be available on PCs, Chromecast Ultra devices, and Pixel 3 and Pixel 3a's smartphones. With more platforms to roll out in the future, the service will support most modern USB controllers, though you can also purchase Google's own $69 Stadia controller, which syncs directly to Wi-Fi for smoother latency. Now on the other hand, Microsoft hasn't detailed which devices xCloud will support, beyond vaguely stating smartphones and tablets. When people demoed the service at E3, it was running on an Android phone hooked up to an Xbox One controller. Now let's talk about price. At launch, Google Stadia will be available as part of a $10 per month Stadia Pro subscription, which allows you to stream Stadia at 4K resolution with HDR support while gaining access to a library of select titles including Destiny 2. However, newer titles will require a separate purchase. You can also pick up the $129 Stadia Founders Edition, which includes a limited edition Night Blue Stadia controller, a Google Chromecast Ultra for playing on your TV, 3 months of Stadia Pro, and a 3-month Stadia Pro Buddy Pass that you can give to a friend. In 2020, Google will launch Stadia Base, which allows you to skip the subscription fee and simply buy the games you want to play, but you'll be limited to 180p streaming and stereo sound. Project xCloud, on the other hand, seems like it will be free, as long as you own an Xbox One. Xbox owners can use their console as an xCloud server, streaming any Xbox One games that they own to their smartphone or tablet, much like they already can use Xbox One's in-home Windows 10 streaming feature. Now Microsoft has noted that there will be an option to stream xCloud games from Microsoft data centers without the need for a console. The company hasn't divulged its pricing plans for this option, but it's easy to imagine that it'll come with a subscription fee. Now let's talk about the games. Google Stadia will launch with more than 30 games, including popular AAA titles like Assassin's Creed Odyssey, Destiny 2, Doom Eternals, and Final Fantasy, as well as indie games such as Guilt and Get Packed. Now theoretically, xCloud will support any game in your Xbox One or Xbox Game Pass library. Microsoft hasn't detailed which games might come to the non-console version of the service, though some people at E3 tried some titles out, such as Halo 5, Gears of War 4, running from one of the company's data centers. Moving on to specs. Stadia's data centers are powered by a custom AMD processor, which allows for gameplay at up to 4K resolution at 60 frames per second, with goodies like HDR and 5.1 surround sound support. But I'm not too sure what will power xCloud's data centers, but the console streaming version of the service will be powered by your existing Xbox One, Xbox One S, or Xbox One X. Okay, so now let's get down to the verdict. Which platform is the best? So people have had a chance to test both Stadia and xCloud at various events, and both services do an excellent job delivering big AAA games with minimal latency. Titles like Assassin's Creed Odyssey and Doom played faithfully on Stadia, as did Xbox games like Halo 5 and Gears of War 4 on xCloud. But people have noticed a fair share of lag on both platforms, particularly when doing things like moving in-game cameras around. The people who got a chance to be hands-on with Stadia at E3 experienced the highs and lows of Google's platform. When everything was working properly, the service ran the brutally fast action of Doom Eternals incredibly smoothly. However, the Wi-Fi went out during sessions, and while it was easy to pick up where people left off when things got fixed, it was a frustrating pause in the action that served as a reminder that your game is always at the mercy of your internet connection. That hiccup aside, both services offer impressive fidelity and smoothness, but of course we'll have to see how Stadia and xCloud hold up in the home environments with varying internet speeds. So which one will win, you ask? Google Stadia could be the great introduction to AAA games for those looking to dip their toes in, providing access to a solid library of big titles that you don't need any fancy hardware to play. But the fact that you have to pay a $10 monthly subscription on top of purchasing individual titles doesn't seem great, but it is still a cheaper option than shelling out $300 for a console or $1,000 for a PC up front. Project xCloud, on the other hand, seems like a handy option for Xbox One owners to play the games that they already own while they're on the go, especially since the version of the service won't cost a thing. However, I'm curious to see what Microsoft will change for a version of xCloud that doesn't require an Xbox One to use. Ultimately, Stadia and xCloud seem to be targeting different kinds of gamers, with Stadia hoping to capture the gaming curious and xCloud giving you another way to play the Xbox One games you already own. Despite their different approaches, one thing is clear: cloud gaming doesn't look like it's going away anytime soon. So that has been my take on cloud gaming at the moment. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Would you pay for a service like this, or would you just rather pay for a PC or console? So if you guys liked the video, please drop a like and subscribe to the channel. It helps out a lot, and I appreciate all your support. Thank you very much, and I'll catch you in the next video. Peace out.